compadre, my friend. So right by the door, here's a taxidermy display of 2 elk. This would be during the rut when they're fighting for supremacy and they're battling. A lot of times their horns get locked together and they die. Both of them die. Happens with whitetails too. Sometimes hunters will see them and they can cut an antler off without getting killed, or they can shoot an antler and break it and free them both. But sometimes they just die out in the wilderness like that. Kind of like the typical male reaction over fighting over women, huh? I don't know. They fight and die. When things get terminally different, it'll happen again. In 1865, the bugle of a bull elk echoed across a Missouri grassland but went unanswered, as there were no other elk left to respond. Prior to European settlement, elk were native to the state, but overhunting and land use change had wiped out the great herds, and one of Missouri's most magnificent creatures had been silent seemingly forever. 150 years later, in 2000, an interest in reintroducing elk to the Missouri Ozarks was stimulated by the success of model reintroductory programs in other states such as Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania. As the new millennium began, with it the scientific expertise to bring back what man had taken away. So, prompted by outdoorsmen and citizen groups, the Missouri Department of Conservation conducted a feasibility study, and during a period of 10 years, when issues of chronic wasting, disease, and habitat concerns were resolved to the satisfaction of the public, the Conservation Commission directed the Missouri Department of Conservation to reinstate the planned development. So basically elk are being brought back into Missouri. All right. And it's food on, meat on the hoof and crops in the ground, baby. That's meat on the hoof right there. So it'd be nice to have a bunch of them wandering around. All right.